Welcome to Step Into Your Power with the RoseQHypnosis podcast featuring an RoseQHypnosis. And Welcome to Your Power is the podcast where we explore the deep connection between the mind and the body and the unseen energy that shapes our lives. I'm the host, Anthony Skandrick II, a hypnotherapist, Reiki practitioner, and guide on the journey back to yourself. Each episode, we dive into healing, awareness, anxiety, emotional patterns, spiritual insights, and practical tools that help you break free from what's been holding you back and step into who you truly are meant to be. Step into your power. This is a place and a space for growth, understanding, and transformation. So take a deep breath. Get comfortable and let's step into your power together. So anxiety lives in the body, not the mind. And that's what we're talking about today, but not the way you've heard it before. Anxiety is not just your thoughts. Anxiety is stored in your body. If you don't heal the body, the anxiety never leaves. So anxiety keeps coming back because your mind is like so used to the anxiety and thinks it's safe, thinks it's safe for you, thinks this is the feeling you're supposed to feel when the anxiety comes up. And it just has memory, it's just memory stored in the body pretty much. And when those memories come back up subconsciously, your body brings the fear up that is associated with that memory because that memory is still in the body. So, anxiety sits, I would say, maybe like in the chest area, but I would say sometimes anxiety could be in the stomach as well. So you might feel like butterflies. You might feel like you're going down from up high on a roller coaster. You might feel that same feeling in your stomach. What they call it, G-force is what they call it, I believe. And the fact of like releasing the anxiety, like I was saying the other night, taking deep breaths, and you can also utilize the technique that we did the other night called emotional freedom technique. And it's all over the internet. You can look up EFT on how to, get rid of your anxiety or take control of your anxiety. Also, going to a hypnotherapist is another good way to help with your anxiety so you'll have more control over your anxiety. And I am a certified hypnotherapist, currently doing free sessions for a select few of, issues or goals, and anxiety being one. And pretty much we just go in and we replace the feeling of anxiety with a more healthier way to take back control, whether it be, holding your fingers together and taking a deep breath. And as a matter of fact, as far as taking a deep breath goes, just holding your breath for 3 seconds and blowing out for 6 seconds calms the body down naturally. So I would say, try that. Try taking a deep breath, holding it in, visualize all the anxiety going into that one spot, maybe in the center of your body, and then blowing it out and breathing in relaxation. If you would like a session, then I would definitely recommend you contact me. My information is in my bio. You can also email RoseQHypnosis at gmail.com. Also, you can message 844-335-1524 and just message, that you want to schedule a consultation. So let's get into it. So some of the things that people experience during anxiety was being, chest tightness, racing heart, overthinking. You can't relax, you can't sleep, always on the edge. When you lay down, you feel like you're falling through the bed. You feel like something bad is about to happen to you. Notice how none of that is a thought. It's all physical sensations. Anxiety is a body memory of past stress. So what really happens? The nervous system is stuck in the flight or fight response. Your body thinks danger is still happening. Past trauma and stress never got released from your body. So the body is still holding on to it. And the brain keeps sending alarm signals. As far as the fight or flight response goes, there is something we call message units. And you receive those all day, every day. And you receive thousands of message units each day, maybe even each hour. You're receiving these messages from your surroundings. You're receiving them from, people talking to you, hearing, touching, smelling, seeing. You're receiving message units. And whatever situation that happened, that brought on this anxiety, it overloaded your mind, it overloaded your nervous system, which made you go into a flight or fight response. Which, again, this is how hypnosis ultimately works. But with hypnosis, you're being overloaded with just information and not information that is harming you. And it takes you into the flight or fight response, which then helps you be able to focus. So, this is why talking about anxiety doesn't fix it. You have to calm the body first. There's different ways to calm the body. Reiki is another good modality for this. Reiki would be another good one. With Reiki, you work with the energies of the universe to pull out that energy of anxiety that's left in the body and replace it with love and light. And just taking deep breaths and just being aware of what you're feeling. You don't have an anxiety problem, you have a nervous system problem. So, how to start releasing anxiety tonight? You could put your hand on your chest. You could take slow, deep breaths in through the nose, long exhale, and tell the body, I am safe right now. And this is, it works because you're calming the body down. And this is what I do with my clients. We don't fight anxiety, we teach the body safety again. So, again, anxiety is stored in the body. Nervous system needs safety. Healing happens physically first. If you struggle with anxiety, message me again at Rose Quartz or RoseQHypnosis at gmail.com. Or you can message me at 844-335-1524. You can also search for Rose Quartz Hypnosis on Google as well, and my social media will pop up. Rose Quartz Hypnosis is on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So, yeah. Don't try to fight it alone. If you struggle with I already said that. So again, anxiety is a body memory. Calm the body, calm the mind. You are not broken. Your nervous system is overwhelmed. Safety is the medicine. So I do want to go into, what many people go through with anxiety and how they're able to change it through a session. I've been able to help so many people with anxiety and to calm it down. And really, the way the session goes is, you talk about your anxiety, you talk about why you have anxiety and where did it come from. And we teach you to take deep breaths. We teach you to breathe in relaxation and breathe out any tension from the body, any anxiety. We teach you how to feel those sensations in the body. We teach your body how to feel them and feel the release of that tension through the session. We tie your breathing to relaxation. And we also teach you different techniques that you can use on your own. Like I said, EFT, emotional freedom technique. That is a very powerful technique for anxiety. You tap certain parts of the body that can release emotional blockages from the body. And to give you a little example, being, one side of the eyebrow, the other side of the eyebrow, and so on, so on. And this kind of removes that blockage from your body in these different pressure points of the body. So I would say look that up, check that out. I've also seen sessions where the hypnotherapist was able to connect you to your higher self and have your higher self or your spiritual team pull the anxiety out and replace it with love and light. So just the little imagery can go a long way. Even with headaches, I've saw a video that I've used for years now. As far as having a headache, you just visualize yourself with a sponge and like just picking up the headache with a sponge with your eyes closed and you're relaxed. And you're just picturing and visualizing a sponge just picking up all of that tension in the head, all of that pain in your head, just picking it up and soaking it in. And then you put the sponge into a can and close it. And there's like a big mountain, and you kick the can and it goes behind the mountain and the headache goes away. So I've done that a few times. It's all about visualization. Like we were saying in the last episode about law of attraction, it's all about the visualization and it's about the feeling. So teaching the body new techniques and teaching the body safety and just being careful with how you talk to your body. And again, anxiety is a natural human emotion that becomes problematic when it's intense or feels persistent or you feel like it interferes with your daily life. It can manifest as excessive worry, physical symptoms, again, heart racing, tight chest, sweating, trembling, sleep issues. Biologically, anxiety activates the body's stress response, releasing cortisol and adrenaline. Useful in emergencies, but draining over time if it's constantly triggered. So again, to reintroduce you to EFT. EFT, sometimes known as tapping, is an integrative stress reducing technique that combines cognitive therapy elements, exposure therapy, brief focusing on the distressing thoughts, and somatic stimulation, tapping on acupuncture parts of the body. The main idea is that tapping certain parts, certain meridian parts, while focusing on an emotional issue, helps regulate the nervous system. and reduces emotional intensity and restore a sense of calm and peace. So, how EFT works for anxiety. You have to identify the issue first. For example, I feel anxiety about my upcoming presentation. And you rate the intensity from 0 to 5. Some will rate it from 0 to 10. I do as 0 to 5. You set up a statement acknowledging both the emotional and the self acceptance. So you'll say, even though I feel anxiety about this presentation, I still deeply love and accept myself. And you'll say this 3 times while, rubbing right under the collarbone with your fingers. And then you tap on specific points while repeating the reminder of the feeling. You'll say, anxiety. You'll say anxiety about my upcoming presentations while you're tapping the side of the hand, the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under your eye, under your nose. You're tapping your chin, your collarbone, your underarm, and the top of your head. And again, there's many videos out here that will show you exactly how to do it. And many people report reduced tension and clear thinking and calmness after a few minutes. But also, hi Nick, also, you would do this over until the level reaches 0. Okay? Don't stop doing it if the level is still at 5. Okay? What research says? What does the research say? While more large-scale, long-term studies are ongoing, existing evidence suggests EFT can lower cortisol levels, improve self-reported anxiety and stress symptoms, help with specific fears and phobias, support trauma recovery when used with professional guidance. It's often practiced by therapists or coaches trained in EFT, but many people use it as a simple, self-directed calming technique. I would definitely say to, have a professional be able to show you exactly how to do it and to guide you through it. And then being able to do it on your own for certain things is another good one. And you can also do it for things that you want the body to pick up on. Some people use it for law of attraction. Some people use it for affirmations. And there's so many things you can use it with. And EFT can complement but not replace evidence-based treatments such as cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness or breath-based relaxation, lifestyle changes, better sleep, movement, nutrition, personal support when anxiety is severe or persistent. For some, EFT works best as an on-the-spot grounding tool, something that reconnects your body and mind before anxiety spirals. So, that's all I have for you for this episode. And again, I am a certified hypnotherapist and Reiki practitioner. And you can message me at RoseQHypnosis@gmail.com, or you can text me at 844-335-1524. The link is also in my bio to book a consultation. And I'll see you guys for the next episode.